My name is Caro Ndegwa, and I started farming in 2019, immediately after I finished college, because I took a course in agriculture, and so I was interested to try and do it practically. Immediately after college, I landed an internship with an organization that was training farmers on potato farming. So I saw it as a very good venture because farmers were making profit, and I thought, why not try doing it? Why am I training farmers when I cannot make money myself? So that is how I started farming. This is a family land. I have been doing this on this land. I have not gone away from here. So my siblings are not interested in farming. So I thought, why not try doing it here rather than have the land just sit idle. The section with potatoes is 2 acres. Averagely on an acre, I harvest 150 bags. So that depends with even the prices. So it averages between 30 and 40 shillings per kg. So the 150 bags are all inclusive, including the seeds. So the ones that I sell may add up to 10 tons. 10 tons at 30 shillings, that is 300,000. And mostly I find myself using between 100 and 120 shillings. 120,000 shillings per acre to produce the potatoes. So I think it's 300,000, you minus the 120,000 shillings. I have taken this as a business. It's my job. So the same way I make time to go to maybe a different job is the same way I make time to come and look after my crops, because as you know, telephone farming does not work. You have to be there because you have to scout your farm. You have to know if there are diseases, there are pests, so that you can be able to tackle the problem before it escalates to something big that you maybe will lead you to losses. I have one permanent employee, and the others are casuals. I employ them when I need them. They are not living here, so they work as casuals. And what I can say, the business has impacted to other farmers because I also train other farmers around me. They are interested to know which variety of potato is this, how are you doing this in your farm, how can we benefit, where can we get seeds, where can we get good quality inputs. So that is how I help them. When I'm doing my land, I also bring them inputs that they may be needing, and I also train them on how to do them, to do a good job in their farms. On a day that maybe I have a lot of work, like during planting and during harvesting, I may have 20 casuals a day. Yeah. First of all is to thank CABE. They did an amazing job when we attended their trainings in Nairobi, and first of all, I got a very good network from my fellow youth, and I got to understand how they run their businesses. One of the most important thing that I learned there was about record keeping. Sometimes I was just farming and not keeping clear records. Sometimes you think you are making money, but you are making losses. But when I started keeping clear records, I'm now able to know if I'm making a loss or I'm making profits. When we went for that training, I met people from Ukambani, and as we all know, that place sometimes is very dry, and they were talking about doing the climate smart agriculture that helps them to be able to grow crops even during the dry seasons. So that has also helped me even to be able to practice some of those things, like doing some residue retention in the farm that is able to even keep moisture during the dry season, and also able to give us more nutrients in the soil. I've been able to manage my farm better. I'm able now to know to keep records on what I'm doing. I'm able to run the farm like a business. I'm not now doing it like I just want food to eat from the farm. I'm treating it as a business. That is how I've been able to improve the management of this farm. I think CABE can be able to bring us more financiers, so that we can be able to, because I want to expand, but sometimes I also want to venture into potato seed production, but that is a very it's very intensive, and I need a lot of money to do that. So I think if we can be linked with financiers and be able to now get more money to be able to run such a business. When you join such a training, you're going to meet your fellow youth, and you will see it will open your eyes. You'll be able to see the opportunities that are in the agribusiness areas, and now you'll stop saying there are no jobs. You'll be able to create a job for yourself, and even create jobs for other youth, and maybe even other non-youth people. And you'll also be able to network, be able to source things that you thought you cannot be able to source, such as inputs, and even try new ventures in the agribusiness area. When I finished school and got into the job market now and started maybe training the farmers and attending trainings such as the trainings we have with CABE, I realized that there are a lot of gaps. There are things that I didn't learn in school. I came to learn here in the field. So I think they still have a very big room for improvement. One of the challenges sometimes that I face is when we have, as you all know, we have the climate change thing we have. And sometimes during the second season that starts from September, runs all through to January, sometimes we have very short rains and we are not able to produce throughout the year. Sometimes I learned even contracts for potatoes, like the max potato, from processors. But now that you cannot be able to produce the potato throughout the year, sometimes now they don't even rely on you, because you will sell to them during the rainy season, then during the dry season you cannot be able to provide them with the potatoes. So that is the biggest challenge. So now I'm thinking of maybe doing irrigation so that I can be able to consistently be giving the processors potatoes throughout the year. I really love women who are doing farming, because I encourage them and tell them that when a woman is empowered, when you have something in your pocket, you're able to even feed your family, you're able to do things for yourself, you can even advance career-wise, and you even have a say in your community when you have something in your pocket. And now, because we cannot all fit in the white-collar jobs, and you have an access to land, I encourage them to now do farming in their farms, and I am able also to train them. Sometimes when I see someone who is really interested, especially young ladies, I don't even charge them to train them on what I know. So that is how I really encourage them to really venture into farming. One of the most important thing that has really helped me to overcome that challenge is meeting people, networking. You see, such trainings like the ones you hold as CABE, you give us forums to meet with other ladies from other places. And when you listen to their stories, and they tell you that even if you don't have a family land, you can be able even to lease land. You can be able to go to a bank and get a loan, even if it's a small loan. That is how basically I've been able to overcome that challenge, by believing that I can be able to do that, because even other people have been able to do that. Yeah.
My name is Wilson Ndegwa. Caro ni my last born. Na alitoka shule University, Rogo University 2018. Akafanya BS in agriculture. Sasa kutoka hapo akaanza kufanya kazi na NGO. Kazi yake ya kwanza alifanya na Agriculture Finance Corporation huko Nyahururu. Kutoka huko akaanza kufanya na kabuni NGO. After that nikampatia, akaniambia nataka kulima, nikampatia shamba yangu, akaanza kulima na nikawa farm manager wake. Akiwa ako nje kufanya kazi nyingine. Na tunaendelea tu kufanya hiyo kazi. Na inakuwa kazi mzuri. Nilimpatia hiyo shamba kwa sababu wale wengine wanafanyia kazi baribari, na hawashughuliki na kazi hiyo ya kulima. Ndio ako na hiyo interest ya kulima. Ndio nikafikiria nimpatie. Kwa sababu mtoto ni mtoto. It doesn't matter kama ni msichana ama ni kijana. Yeye ni mtoto na ni mtoto wangu. Akishalima, mimi huona akishalima anatupatia chakula ya kutosha. Hata akiuza kitu, mimi naona anatupatia kitu, anatupatia pesa. Mabadiliko kubwa sana ya chakula. Hapo bereni hatukuwa tukiwa na chakula ya kutosha. Lakini tangu aanze kulima, baka tukajenga hii store. Hii iko hapa inajaga chakula.